very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Akers. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. And that is intercepted. Or was it? I guess say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
29-yard line.
Newton on first down. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Newton now wide. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Down, Chicago.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And the Bears first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with no score.
2nd and 9. From the gun, Carmichael. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Carmichael. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
42-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Montgomery. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. Being chased out left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on second down. Carmichael. He's got the connection left side to Brown. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll look to run with Akers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murphy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Carmichael. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carmichael. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun. Carmichael, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. Newton. On the crossing route, complete. That's Murphy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Chicago.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third and 2, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Newton, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
The 28-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking to throw. Carmichael. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Carmichael. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now. Akers, he won't go down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. It's a room to maneuver. Now he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play. A turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Try to run it in with Montgomery. They're going to try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they want.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Flushed out right. They'll try and run it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off-play action. Carmichael. He finds Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. corner. They go down to a knee.
Tonight's final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.